Do you feel highly confident that when you go back and as a senior member of this administration, President Trump's administration, starting in the afternoon of the 20th of January of 2025, do you feel confident that you will be able to deliver the goods, that we can have serious prosecutions and accountability? And I want the Morning Joe producers that watch us and all the producers that watch us, this is just not rhetoric. We're absolutely dead serious.
We will go out and find the conspirators, not just in government, but in the media. Yes, we're going to come after the people in the media who lied about American citizens, who helped Joe Biden rig presidential elections. We're going to come after you. Whether it's criminally or civilly, we'll figure that out.
Just heard a part of a conversation that Steve Bannon had on his podcast with Kash Patel, dating back to December of last year. Now, the latter, Kash Patel, is reportedly going to be Donald Trump's pick for FBI director. That's the role that Christopher Wray is currently serving in. Now, if you're not familiar with Patel, then we should note that he did in fact work for Donald Trump during his first term. He was the senior advisor to the acting director of national intelligence and chief of staff to the acting US Secretary of Defense. Now, Trump is still a massive fan of Patel, and Patel has been very loyal to Donald Trump. Last year, Trump stated that Patel's book, Government Gangsters, would be a blueprint for his next administration. And what does the book say? Well, the book calls for a comprehensive house cleaning of the Justice Department and an eradication of government tyranny within the FBI by firing the top ranks and prosecuting to the fullest extent of the law anyone who in any way abused their authority for political ends. Like some of Trump's other appointments, Patel is light on experience for the role, which when you take everything about Patel at face value, including what he wrote in his book, I would say his lack of experience worries me the least, okay? What he advocates for in his book worries me more because it's not about, going after corrupt figures within these government agencies. It's more about cleaning house on behalf of Donald Trump, anyone who in their view has wronged their dear leader in any way, shape, or form. So I've got a lot more details on this, but before I get to it, Cenk, what do you think?
Yeah, this is exactly what I'm worried about. This is why I fought so hard against Donald Trump, because he has this tendency. Is he going to indulge this tendency? Well, if he does, we wind up going in a vicious cycle I'm not sure this country's ever gonna get out of. So are there people on the populist right, as I've been saying, that actually are anti-war, anti-corruption, and some of the other policies that we agree with? Yes. But are there also ghouls and goblins like Kash Patel? Yes. So if you think it's freedom to go after people in the media who oppose you or politicians who oppose you, I don't think you understand what the word freedom means. And if you say, well, they did it first, again, I don't think that you understand what you're saying. Because if you say, well, we were for freedom and that's why we were wanted to protect our side, our politicians, our media from you guys, that's why we're gonna take away your freedom. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That's just saying I want power and I want to be able to abuse. I think you abused us, you're saying, right? Hence, I'd like to be able to abuse you. That means that you're for vengeance and not for principles. And principles means, no, I said freedom of the press, I meant freedom of the press. I said I was against cancel culture, I meant that I'm against cancel culture. Sending in clown-ass Kash Patel to go arrest all of your enemies is the height of cancel culture, and you cannot deny that. And if you turn around now and go, I love cancel culture as long as we're at the top, okay, at least you're being honest. Okay, so Kash Patel is a disaster if he gets put in. And you know the excuse that the right wing always uses, oh, just trolling, just kidding. No, they made it very clear in that clip.
They did.
They were deadly serious. So it's up to Trump whether he's gonna authorize this. And if he does, and he starts arresting people just for being his enemies or opponents politically or in media, well, then he was never for freedom. He's exactly the fascist tyrant that we warned about. We don't get to make that decision, Trump will. Are you really gonna appoint this guy and let him loose to do fascism in this country? Because in that clip, that's exactly what he promised.
So apparently Patel is someone that other Trump loyalists are concerned about. Like he goes even further than they do, to the point where they've raised some alarm about him. So there's a 2024 Atlantic profile on Patel, and in it, Here's what they write. Even in an administration full of loyalists, Patel was exceptional in his devotion to Donald Trump. This was what seemed to disturb many of his colleagues the most. Patel was dangerous, several of them told me, not because of a certain plan he would be poised to carry out if given control of the CIA or FBI, but because he appeared to have no plan at all. His priorities today always subject to a mercurial president's wishes tomorrow. And look, Donald Trump is incredibly angry at the fact that his home in Mar-a-Lago was raided, but it was raided because of his possession of top secret and classified documents that the federal government just asked him to turn over again and again and again, and he refused to do so. It did not have to, like, the situation didn't have to devolve to a point where the FBI raided his home. If he had just handed the documents over. Can I at least get Trump supporters to acknowledge that? Now it would be something entirely, like it would be entirely different if, Trump did nothing wrong or he actually did give them all the documents back and the FBI raided his home anyway. But that is not what happened. The opposite of that happened. They raided him because he didn't give the documents back and even lied and said that he had returned all the documents already.
Look, I've been shocked by right-wing populists being principled online and agreeing with a lot of the things we say as populists. But when you get to Trump, they think we have Trump derangement syndrome. I think they have Trump derangement syndrome. So, oh no, you took home top secret documents. It's okay because he unclassified them with laser eyes or whatever, or just by looking at them. And oh, he probably took them home for reading, just for leisure. Oh, here's Iran's defense plans that we have. It's the most top secret document we have. Gee, I wonder if this would be valuable to the Saudis or the Israelis and how much money I can get. But no, he was doing leisure reading. I know, okay? And oh, he wanted it for his memoir. Hey, when's that memoir gonna come out? Okay, so anyways, back to Kash Patel. Look, he has no plan. That's what Trump likes about him. He wants an empty vessel. Here, you attack dog, come here with no opinions. You knucklehead that'll do anything that I want. Okay, now go fetch, right? And that's what Kash Patel's whole point is. Now, what is Trump actually going to do though? Because he hasn't nominated him yet, and he hasn't done the tyranny on this stuff at least yet in this term, right? He hasn't even started his term. So, look, Biden and Obama every once in a while will do propaganda about, oh, I'm putting together a team of rivals, right? Obama did this. And then he'll pick one Republican cabinet secretary who agrees with him completely, and everyone in the cabinet is corporate goons, and they all agree to give away all of our money to donors, and then they go, oh, team of rivals, total nonsense, just nothing but marketing, right? Trump, super mixed, right?
It is mixed.
Right, like for example, today, Morning Joe and Mika Brzezinski have said awful things about him, he said awful things about them. Boom, bygones be bygones. They're back to being friends, right? He's amazing in his ability to let bygones be bygones. But if he thinks you wronged him and you're not kissing his ass, then the gulag and Kash Patel, right? That's what he's threatening. So he's a fascinating guy. Now, on team of rivals, he actually has a team of rivals. So let me break it down for you real quick. Let's go to graphic 5 here. So he's got team establishment neocon, that's Marco Rubio, Mike Waltz, Elise Stefanik, Tom Homan, Jay Clayton. These are the guys who are war. Team Miriam, pro-Israel, war, right? So, but he also has team anti-establishment / Trump loyalists. Tulsi Gabbard, Matt Gaetz, RFK Jr. You could hate him for different reasons. You could agree and disagree in parts, but these guys are not the same as the other guys.
True, yeah.
So they're gonna get into big fights. Matt Gaetz is not pro-war. He's got a lot of other issues, but he's genuinely not pro-war. So I don't know how that's gonna wind up. And then he's got the traditional right-wing / Trump loyalists. That's Pete Hegseth, Kristi Noem, etc. They're we'll own the libs, we hate them, we'll kill our puppies to show how tough we are, etc. And we love Trump and we'll do anything he wants. So how do those guys interact and who comes out ahead and what do they actually do? That's a great mystery and one I'm both looking forward to and not looking forward to finding out about. But among the bad guys, Kash Patel is at the very top of the list of guys who will indulge in Trump's worst impulses and lead more towards autocracy, fascism, tyranny, etc. and he would definitely be the worst pick out of the lot. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR, so those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.